Hello class 9, welcome to your geography class. Today I am going to continue the same chapter number 6, rocks. Till today we have discussed the different types of igneous rocks, characteristics of igneous rocks, and we also discussed about the sedimentary rocks, characteristics of sedimentary rocks, and how sedimentary rocks are formed. Now, in today's class, I'm going to discuss about the formation of metamorphic rocks and the characteristics of metamorphic rocks. So let's start our class. Metamorphic rocks. So metamorphic rocks are formed through the process of metamorphism. So metamorphism means the altered form. Altered means new form. That is metamorphism. Due to intense heat and pressure, the pre-existing rocks tends to change into a new form, new rocks. That is known as metamorphism. That process is known as metamorphism. Okay, the term metamorphism means alteration or transformation. Metamorphism may involve both physical as well as chemical changes in the characteristics of pre-existing rocks. So pre-existing rocks, here we have igneous and sedimentary rocks. So pre-existing rock means igneous or sedimentary rocks. So metamorphism may involve both physical as well as chemical changes in the characteristics of igneous or sedimentary rocks, pre-existing rocks. So metamorphism of the rocks takes place when they are subjected to high temperature and pressure due to extreme pressure generating heat by coming in contact with the volcanic material. The original minerals found in the rocks are altered or new minerals are formed. So the joint in the rocks are pressed and often crystallization may also occur. The rocks thus formed are generally more compact, harder and bulky than the original rocks. Metamorphic rocks may have layers, but the layers are highly compressed. Highly compressed means highly compacted. Highly compact. So generally fossils are not found in these type of rocks, that is metamorphic rocks. Most of the metamorphic rocks are impermeable. So impermeable means there is no pore or hole, right? So that is impermeable. So okay, now metamorphism. So metamorphism, or how metamorphic rocks are formed. Metamorphic rocks are formed when the intense heat, high temperature or pressure exerted on or subjected on these pre-existing rocks, igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks. When high temperature or pressure exerted or subjected on these rocks, they tend to change into a new type of rock. A new rock is formed, that is known as metamorphic rock, right? So that is known as metamorphic rocks. So due to intense heat and pressure, we can write here pressure and heat, the igneous or sedimentary rocks they tend to change, or alteration takes place, right? So that new type of rocks formed is known as metamorphic rock. Clear? Okay, now. So in this process, the joints in the rocks are pressed and often crystallization may occur, and the rocks thus formed. So this type of rocks, metamorphic rocks, are formed generally more compact, harder than the pre-existing rocks. Means they are more harder and more harder and compact than this igneous or sedimentary rocks. Layers may found in metamorphic rocks, but that layers are in the form of they are highly compressed, very compact, very compressed. That is why presence of fossils are negligible, right? So fossils are not found in metamorphic rocks. So fossils are only found in sedimentary rocks, because that sedimentary rocks are very soft and layers are there, right? So presence of fossils in igneous rocks as well as metamorphic rocks are negligible. No fossils are found. Most of the metamorphic rocks are impervious. So impermeable, that means impervious, no holes, no pores, right? The process of metamorphism may take a very long time. So formation of metamorphic rocks, formation of igneous, sedimentary, all these take a long time. Under pressure or heat, various sedimentary or igneous rocks are metamorphosed. Metamorphosed means some changes, occurred, right? So to produce a new rocks. Examples are given here. Sandstone, for example, may be changed into quartzite. So sandstone is what? Sandstone is what? Sandstone is your sedimentary rock. When intense heat and pressure exerted on this rock, subjected on this rock, then it is turned to a metamorphic rocks. So that is quartzite. So the sandstone converted to quartzite. So quartzite is what? Metamorphic form of this sedimentary rock, that is sandstone. Clear? Okay. Whereas limestone. So limestone, when subjected to high pressure and intense heat, that tends to change into marble. So that marble is metamorphic rock, metamorphic form of sandstone. Limestone. Clay and shale into slate, that converted into slate. Granite into gneiss, and basalt into schist, and coal into graphite. And coal, that is the coal is what? Coal is a pre-existing form of rock, and that changed into graphite. So that is, graphite is metamorphic form of coal, whereas schist is metamorphic form of basalt, igneous rock. And gneiss is also the metamorphic form of granite, and granite is igneous rock, right? Now, depending upon its causes, metamorphism can be of two types. Number one, the contact or thermal metamorphism, or second is regional metamorphism. So metamorphism is of this can be of two types. Metamorphism, one is the contact metamorphism or a thermal metamorphism, and the second one is regional metamorphism. So these are of two types, metamorphism of two types, thermal and regional metamorphism. Contact or thermal metamorphism, that means is caused by heat. Thermal means heat, right? Sedimentary rocks coming in contact with hot magma gets heated, right, and excessively, and thus get altered. When the sedimentary rocks come in contact with the intense heat, that means, let's suppose hot magma or hot lava, then it tends to change into another form of rock, and it gets altered, change. They may get melted also. Melting rocks and their solidification again may lead to crystallization, a new form of crystals, new minerals. Physically and chemically they get, or there is changes in physically and chemically. Physically and chemically they are changed, right? So newly formed rocks. And the regional metamorphism, that means a result of excessive pressure or resultant heat caused by Earth's movement. Such metamorphism may influence rocks over a large area. Sedimentary rocks are often metamorphosed during Earth's movement, leading to mountain building process. That is mountain building. Many of the former sedimentary rocks in the Himalayan get metamorphosed during the process of mountain building. So second process, metamorphism, is what? This is due to intense or excessive pressure on the pre-existing rocks. So this is the regional metamorphism, and contact or thermal means because of intense heat, and second one is because of intense pressure, right? The pre-existing rocks tends to change or alter. So that is your second one, regional metamorphism. So example it's given here, sedimentary rocks are often metamorphosed during the earth's movement, leading to mountain building process. So in this mountain building process, the sedimentary rocks that physically and chemically they get changes, right? So in this mountain building process, when this mountain or the mountain is what actually it's a sedimentary rocks, when it is exerted a high pressure from both the sides, compressional pressure is there, then it tends to rise. So this is actually a what? It's a this is a bend, right? So this bend happens when there is a compressional forces or pressure exerted from both the sides. So this anticline and syncline. This is anticline, this syncline forms, right? So this is the physical change. So most of the former sedimentary rocks in the Himalayan get metamorphosed during the process of mountain building. So mountain building is because of compressional force or pressure exerted from both the sides on the earth's surface, right? So that's the example of regional metamorphism, that is due to pressure. And next one we have thermal metamorphism, that is because of heat, intense heat. Metamorphic rocks are associated with number of valuable minerals. Metallic minerals including gold and silver are often found in metamorphic rocks. Now let's move to the next topic, very important, that is rock cycle. Rock cycle. Rocks forming the crust of the earth change from one type to another due to the various processes. The change of rocks from one type of rock to another type of rock is known as rock cycle. So let's know about this rock cycle through this diagram. So just have a look. So here it's a volcanic activity, that means volcanic eruption, right? So volcanic, due to volcanic activity or volcanic eruption, the magma, which is the molten state, that tends to move out like this, and when it comes out of this surface, earth surface, this lava tends to come in the lava tends to come in the contact with the atmospheric pressure, right? Atmospheric pressure or temperature. That is why the temperature, this hot lava tends to cool down. So solidification and cooling of lava that form a type of rocks, that is known as igneous rocks. So this igneous rocks is what? It's the first rock to be formed. That is why it is known as primary rocks, right? So after this igneous rock is formed, what happens is, after we know that there are the various agents of erosion, like your wind, strong wind, heavy downpour, rainfall, strong wind, glaciers. So that tends to erode that this igneous rocks, and this eroded material tends to settle down somewhere. So this is a long process, like this different agents like your river, wind, that they tend to erode this rock, igneous rock, and they settle somewhere here. That agents settle down the sediments, or that settle down that eroded material somewhere here, and after a long period, when it get compressed, it tends to change into the type of rock that is sedimentary rock, because we know the layers are formed, that means sedimentary rocks. And this sedimentary rock is formed due to these sediments deposited by the different agents, and this sediments is brought down from this igneous rock, right? So here sedimentary rock is formed. Now this sedimentary rock, we know that when after some time this rock is subjected is tend to subject to high pressure and high temperature. When this sedimentary rocks subjected to high pressure and high temperature, then it tends to alter. So a new form of rock is formed, that is known as metamorphic rock, right? So because we know metamorphic rock is formed due to the when the high pressure and high temperature is subjected to exert on this pre-existing rocks. So metamorphic rock is formed. Now this metamorphic rocks, under the influence of Earth's movement, it gets buried inside the Earth surface, right? So it gets buried again inside the Earth surface. So Earth surface means inside the Earth surface there is hot molten material, that is magma. So due to presence of this magma, hot molten material, these rocks tend to melt again, right? And that is converted into magma again. That rock converts into magma again. And again this magma, when it finds a fissure means a crack, right? When it finds a fissure, then again from that fissure this magma is ejected out in the form of lava, that is in the process of volcanic activity or volcanic eruption. Again the same process will repeat. So from here we come to know that this igneous rock, which is also known as primary rock, that is after weathering it tends to change into sedimentary rocks. And sedimentary rocks, it is this rock is converted into metamorphic rock, and metamorphic rocks again it gets melted, and this magma, and it converts into magma, and magma again and this magma tends to eject out in volcanic activity, and that converts into lava, and lava that changes to igneous rocks. It forms igneous rocks, and igneous rocks again sedimentary and metamorphic. So this is a cyclic process of converting one type of rock into another type. So that's your rock cycle. Clear, children? Okay. So children, that's all for the day. Now I'm going to wind up this class, and in next video hopefully I'll complete this chapter. So till then, bye bye.